I am Christy, and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time, to Noob Dragon's playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we did have a slight technical hiccup between the last video and this one, namely that the playthrough didn't record properly, but that's okay. You didn't really miss anything. We just chatted to our friends in Meridian, then went and spoke to Murad about going to the embassy, and he's like, do you want to go now or do you want to stay the night and head off in the morning? And she said, let's choose that option. And I thought, you bet. You've been traveling out in the wild and the elements for months. You probably just want to sleep in a nice comfy bed with a roof over your head. Aloy, I see where you're going for here. Nah, she just wanted to sneak off in the middle of the night without anybody else. So then we had a beautiful cinematic traveling montage while the credits rolled, and got to where we needed to be, found out about a work stoppage. People aren't allowed to work at the moment, so any upgrades you're doing yourself at the workbench, and that catches you up to speed with where we are now. So this episode is me doing some of those upgrades myself, and then learning how to play an in-game game called Machine Strike. I thought I was actually physically going to like a quest location where machines had struck an area somehow inside the town, but it turned out to be a game. So I learned it, I played it. If you have no interest in in-game games, you might want to skip this one. If you do, watch along. And if you do actually enjoy in-game games, please let me know in the comments how you feel about this one. If you've played it, what are your favorite in-game games? Like if you've played Witcher 3, I really enjoyed Gwent. Let me know what your top faves are in the comments. And let's go learn how to play.
Okay, so we have got a work stoppage in place. Did it save me upgrading my kit? Ooh, it didn't save? Or I just have, I have another upgrade that I can unlock. Cool. Let's do that. Alright, so I need to get a burrower's sound shell. Does this tag it for me? Yes. Let's do it. Let's upgrade the outfit. And I need some fanghorn antlers. Great, okay. Wait, I still have an upgrade? Oh, I hadn't leveled up the first one. Okay, here we go. Great. And a trap. No, I just crafted it. You don't upgrade those. Well, that's alright. I have a full bag of traps. So, let's take a look at what we can do. Quest, we don't know. Well, let's go check out the unknown, and then let's go get errand. Oh, come on. Yes. Please don't get stuck. Hi. That was a very conventional way to come in, I'm sure. Okay, I can't talk to them. Probably because of the work stoppage. What's that? Alright, let's where's this machine strike? It keeps moving.
Almost ready to go? Not again.
Beginner. Machine strike. I'm confused. Is that moving? I'm so confused. Where'd it go? Is it in here? Is it... It's so dark. Okay. these kinds of things.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about
See,
it.
when it said
I'll
machine
go easy.
strike, I thought it meant
You got
the
any
machines
pieces?
had struck somewhere.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West.
Oh, well.
Sit. I'll
How
run
can
you
I
through it in a
turn that
hot
down?
spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards too.
Oh, okay. Don't judge me if I'm terrible. I mean, you can judge me, I won't even know. Okay. What? Tutorial. Yes. Open the glossary. Yeah, it'd be good to know what I'm doing. Choose a set. Okay. Okay. Alright. This is not gonna sink in. When it comes to games and things like that, I learn by doing. So... Okay, we've got different terrain types. Is this my favorite terrain? Avoid red. Green. Okay. Okay, let's just see how we go. Let's just do it. Yes, let's go. Start challenge. Yes, let's do it.
Let's start off simple. The
Good.
Tanakhs like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and
Okay.
each machine is worth a different number of victory points.
Alright.
To win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them.
Great.
You see that number on the top right corner?
That's how many it's worth.
That there is how many victory points you'll get
Okay.
for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are,
Okay.
the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Oh, good.
I
Good.
own the
Teach
board,
me step by
so
step.
I get to choose who goes first.
Okay.
Since this is your first time, I'll let you go.
Oh, great. Cool.
Usually you get to choose
Let me
which
go to my
pieces to
desk.
set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
It's within range of that one if it moves forward. Do I go all the way and let her attack me? Do I play it semi-set? No, because she can still attack me anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's just go. Let's just go the whole way.
Easy enough, huh?
Boom.
Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine.
Okay. Oh, wait. You can sprint? You can move more than the... Is it like a dash action in D&D? Because that's 2. 3. Ooh, alright.
Gotta move that machine forward.
What? I don't understand. Oh, they want me to go there.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, alright.
There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
Okay.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my
You're gonna kill both my pieces
here.
straight up.
And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first.
Okay.
Now move the piece close enough to attack one of them. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power.
Yep.
So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yes. Can I attack it? Let me attack. Oh, yes, that's good.
Knew you were a smart one.
Ah, no, don't move
Finish
across.
up by attacking
Get
my
back there.
machine.
Okay, attack. Same. Ugh,
Not pulling any punches, huh?
you told
Now
me
grab
to.
that second machine of yours.
Okay.
See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine?
I do see that.
You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move one space further. Try it out.
Cool. That's what I tried to do by accident earlier.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack.
Yeah.
Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this.
Okay.
Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then.
Okay, right. So I sacrificed 2 health points to be able to take 2 of her health points.
I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it.
Okay.
Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points.
Mhm.
You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them
Okay.
there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Ah! Oh, wait, how do I rotate?
Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining...
Oh, I keep cutting her off, but I think that I'm just... I'm gonna attack it.
You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time.
But it will kill me.
And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be
Right,
a good
because
thing.
then I would win.
Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time.
Alright. Oops. Didn't realize it's gonna make her
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth.
Okay, yep.
Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted
Right.
7 victory points first. That's
Okay.
why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this
Quite.
time. But you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
Yay!
Wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that.
Okay.
I know it saved my behind in the game, too.
I'll try and remember that.
Thanks.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
I like that you need special...
Now, if you feel like
things
playing
to
a
make
real
these
game,
pieces.
I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Alright, let's do it. Let's just make this session a let's
Thanks.
learn how to play
I'll
Strike.
Think about it.
Yay! Because I did enjoy playing Gwent in The Witcher. Right. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage?
Yeah.
This one's got
Do it.
all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory
Can read
and
the
defeat.
numbers on the
Terrain
tiles.
mainly affects your machine's combat power.
1, 3.
As you know, when fighting an
Negative,
opponent's
negative 2.
machine,
That's cool.
you compare its combat power to yours.
Yep.
The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power
Right.
and the value of the terrain it's standing on.
Cool.
Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Plus the
also
1.
standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and my machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means so my combat power. This means go ahead and test it.
Going to attack.
There you go.
Alright, great.
Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack.
Yeah.
Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine.
No, because you'll smush it. Oh, at least I won't be showing you my weak point.
Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their
Can I
position.
just like
But
move
they
the
have
one
the
step
higher
so you have
ground.
to come down and
They're
attack
standing
me
on
the
forest
same
terrain,
level?
which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue.
So it's
This
your strong
means that
point.
the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it,
Yes.
which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total. If we compare the combat, you'll see that you won't be able. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses
But I'm also breaking
instead.
my defense.
Go ahead, try it out and see what happens.
Okay.
Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards.
Oh.
Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only
Does.
that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage.
Oh.
And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's
That's
defenses
cool.
is to deal damage to useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn.
Okay.
Alright, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those.
Okay.
But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines.
Oh, there's some that it doesn't.
It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn.
Oh, rude.
Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
Tell me to put it in a disadvantaged spot.
See?
Oh,
All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now.
Alright. One more.
Why don't I tell you a
Yes, I
bit
do.
more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points,
Where do I
and you
find
can
that?
spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy
It says gunner
is
type.
the key to
Do I
becoming a
get to throw?
machine
I have
strike
2 attacks or a
master.
range of 2?
When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time.
Okay.
With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. Alright, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type.
Yes.
You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
Okay.
Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here.
Ooh.
This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Why don't you move that forward for me, Red?
I did.
Just move that forward, please.
Okay, it doesn't want me to sprint. Alright. And
Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine.
Okay.
Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards.
Oh.
Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board.
I do see that.
This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground.
Yeah, I want some rams.
Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now
Dash.
this is a beauty of a piece. A dash type machine.
It gains combat.
When it
faster.
attacks,
Okay.
it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own.
Okay.
So make sure you take a
Don't
good
put
look at the
anything in
board
front of the
before you send
charger.
it off to the races.
Yep.
You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you.
What do you mean by an empty spot? Right. Okay.
Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list.
Thank you.
It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about,
I will
too.
definitely look at
I
that.
think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
Okay, let's do it. Let's play one real game. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember anything I just learned. Beginner's practice. Let's do it. Wait, am I in the right thing? No, let's go. Alright. Boom.
Good luck.
Good luck. Alright. My turn. I don't have any pieces. Oh, we had to put one at a time. Okay. Oh, should I have
Your
not?
move, Red.
Should I have put mine down first?
Come up.
Okay.
You're up, Red.
Oh. Okay, okay. Do I just straight out attack them? I feel like I should somehow try and flank them. Am I allowed to rotate? Don't wanna overcharge. Doesn't mean I'm meant to. Oh, because I haven't moved the other piece yet. I could come down and smush up the butt. But that leaves me vulnerable. moves. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be 2 different pieces.
Okay.
Ah ha ha ha.
Board's all yours.
Okay. Alright.
Now that
There we go.
was a game, even if I lost.
Okay. It doesn't have to be 2 individual pieces. That's handy. I'm pretty sure I could have flanked her earlier. Alright, cool. Let's do one more.
Let's play.
Oh, now we have more pieces. Ooh. Oh yeah, on the opposite side to me.
Your turn.
Okay. Ah, what about right persons? Oh, okay. No, wait, now it's overcharging? I don't understand. Okay. Don't actually know what I'm doing now. Oh, it's 2 pieces. I will remember this eventually. Ah, great. She's gonna smash me. Alright, great.
That's it for me.
Good for you. Huh? Risk it for the biscuit.
That one hurt.
Yeah, ha. I have a charge, I can attack again. How much damage did I do that time? Oh, 2 damage. She's got more defense than 1. Alright, no. I won't risk it for the biscuit. No. Can we do this one again now? I'll do that.
My turn.
Alright, because it rams. Oh no, it doesn't.
One less
Sorry.
piece on the board.
Okay. Ah. That's what
Knocked
you get.
right off the board.
Actually, no. Go back to moving this one.
Okay. Let's see.
I should have rotated him. Dang it. Alright. Oh, it's gonna. No! Okay.
That was
Okay.
brutal. Your turn.
I thought I was gonna lose that. But I picked it up at the end. Okay, cool.
Come back anytime, Ray.
So that is learning how to play Machine Strike. Well, that was interesting. It was fun. I will probably get better at it. Probably learn to play some more. Yeah. Alright, see you in the next one, and I'm actually going to go do some adventures. Bye!